Very good morning, friends. Today, in the English subject, we are going to learn R.K. Narayan's story before the match. This story is about cricket match. Let me tell about R.K. Narayan. Friends, R.K. Narayan was an Indian writer who was among the most important writers who carved a place for Indian writing in English. He was really a great writer of India. We are proud. In his first novel, Swami and Friends, he describes the adventures of a group of schoolboys in India in the year or in the 1930s. This is a story taken from his novel Swami and Friends. Swami is the name of the person, Swaminathan. This is the main character, and the story runs around Swaminathan. Let me tell you, this is a cricket story. This is a story of cricket match between two teams, and how Swaminathan takes excuses from the teacher and from the doctor because he is very much interested in playing cricket. How he is bunking the drill class, how he practices the match because the match is more important for him than anything else. Let us begin with this extract. Note down the new words in your notebooks. The match was to be played on Sunday 2 weeks later. There is 2 weeks time for the match to be played between two teams. Which are the two teams? YMC and Young Men's Union, YMU, and MCC. MCC long form they have not mentioned here, but actually MCC's long form is Marylebone Cricket Club. Let us start. Rajam lost all peace of mind. He felt confident that his team could thrash the YMU. He himself could be depended upon to not let down the team. These are the main characters. Rajam and Swami are the great players of MCC, and the match is played between MCC and YMU. Friends, at any cost they want to play the match, right? They want to play the match was very important, and they wanted to win it at any cost, right friends? Who are the great players from MCC? Rajat and Swami. I mean Swaminathan. He is called as Swami. And there is one more player named, you can say, Mani. Mani was steady if unimpressive. He could be depended upon to stop with his head if necessary any ball. Mani was also a good player, right? His batting was not bad. His batting was not bad means his batting was okay, average. He was not the best batsman at all, but his fielding was good. He could stop the ball using his head. Any ball, you can say. So see, Swaminathan is also a good bowler, isn't it? Mani is a good fielder, and Rajam may be a good batsman. So these are the pillars of MCC team. Let us see what happens. Friends, there was only one player who caused him the deepest anxiety day and night. Anxiety means tension, you can say, trouble. Who was the player who gave him the trouble? You can write the word anxiety means concern, care, worry, right? and that was Swaminathan. Rajam was depending on Swaminathan, and what was the reason for worry? Swaminathan was not at all practicing because there are classes. On him rested a great task, a mighty responsibility. Mighty means, my dear friends, a great responsibility, a powerful responsibility. On whom? On whose shoulder? It was on Swami's shoulders. He was the Tate of the team. Tate is a actually name of Maurice Tate, was a great cricketer. So you also say na, he is Sachin of our team, he is Sachin Tendulkar of our team, or he is Virat Kohli, or he is Dhoni of our team. In the same way, he was the Tate of the team, means he is a great player. Who was Tate of the team, my dear friends? Swami was the Tate of the team. Which team? MCC. And their match was against YMU. YMU means Young Men's Union. Children, but he looked uncertain. Why Swaminathan was uncertain? Because there was no time for practice. Even with the match, only a fortnight off, only 15 days, fortnight, week means 8 days, fortnight means 15 days. Only 15 days were there with them. He did not seem to care for practice. Rajam was really worried for Swami because Swami was not at all practicing. How will they win the match? Then one day he said to Swami, what he said? Swami, Rajam pleaded, Rajam requested him. Pleaded means requested. Write down all the meanings in your notebook, friends. Please do try to have at least an hour's practice in the evenings. What Rajam requested Swami? At least 1 hour's practice you should do every evening. Certainly Rajam, if you can suggest a way. Swami accepted that. He said, yes, I will practice, my dear friend, don't worry. What he said? He told him not to worry. Right? Then what Rajam says? Why not tell your headmaster that? He stopped him. Swami stopped him. When he said headmaster, he said the word headmaster. Swami stopped him and said, oh no, no, Swaminathan cried. I am grateful to you. I am grateful means I am very thankful to you. I am thankful to you for your suggestion. But let us not think of that man. Why do you think Swami did not want to go to headmaster? Because Swami was sure that headmaster would not allow him. I don't care. What I want is that you should have good practice. If you keep any batsman standing for more than 5 minutes, I will never see your face again. What Rajam warned him, threatened him. See, I am telling you that if you keep the batsman playing there for more than 5 minutes, means he is a bowler, you have to get their wickets before 5 minutes. If you keep them playing for more than 5 minutes, I will never see your face in life. This is a threat. This is a warning given by Rajam to Swami. You can see in the picture, they are holding the bat, they are practicing. Children, what do you find the students are wearing the dhoti? It is a very old story. 1930s means 90 years before story, isn't it? So the children were wearing dhoti in the school. They were wearing the coat, they were wearing a cap or turban, you can say. This is a old story, my friends. See what happens. He has given him the threat. He told him, if you do not take wickets, I will not see your face. Just 7 days before the match, Swaminathan realized that his evenings were more precious than ever. Now, actually, 8 days are past, 8 days are left for the match. Swaminathan realized that his evenings are more important. Precious means more important now. Why they are more important? Because if he practice, then they will definitely win the match. Because he is the maybe the captain of the match, or he is the hero of the match. You can say, like you see Virat Kohli, isn't it? As soon as the evening bell rang, he lined up with the rest in the drill ground. Children, one thing I tell you, that how he will get time for practice, because after school there is a drill, you know, that drill practice, right? Exercises in on Saturday, maybe there in your school you have drills, isn't it? But contrary to the custom means rule, opposite of the rule. Swaminathan is behaving opposite of rule. What he is doing, actually all the students have removed their coat, they have taken off their coat and cap, and they have come on the ground and they have lined up. So Aminathan has not removed his coat and cap, isn't it? He had not taken off his coat and cap. All the others were in their shirts with their dhotis tucked up. Tucked up means tied properly. You can see, when you are playing a game, your dhoti should be properly folded. Tuck means fold properly. Other boys were in the shirt and dhoti, but Swami was still in the coat and cap. The drill master stopped before Swami, looked him up and down, and passed on muttering. Muttering means he said in low voice. What the teacher did, drill master was very strict. He looked Swami from head to toe. Why he looked at him? Because he was still in the coat and cap. Then what he shouted at him? You won't get leave. Coat and cap off. He, he warned Swami that you are not going to get leave. I know that you have come for asking leave. This drill master is, it's very strict, my dear friends. Swaminathan became desperate. Swaminathan became very frustrated, very disappointed, very nervous, and pursued him means he followed him, isn't it? What did he do? He pursued him. He followed him. Wherever the drill master is going, Swaminathan is running after him. A small boy, just imagine, teacher is not ready to give leave. What will you do? Will you quit? Will you give up? You will at least request. Swaminathan is also requesting. What he says, sir, I am in a terrible state of health. I can't attend drill today. I shall die if I do. What Swaminathan told? Swaminathan told, I am not in the good health. If I attend the drill, I will die. Do you think Swaminathan was telling true? No, my dear friends. Swaminathan was telling lie. Why he was telling lie? Just for the sake of practice, just say for the sake of his match, which was more important for him than the drill. Am I right? See what happens next. The drill master had come to the last boy, and yet Swaminathan was dogging him. Dogging him means, what do you mean by the word dogging him? Still Swaminathan was following him. Still Swaminathan was chasing him, pursuing him. He turned round on Swaminathan with a fierce oath. Fierce oath means fierce words of anger, you can say. What is the matter with you? He scolded him. The teacher told him, what's wrong with you? I told you, go and keep your coat and cap off. Poor Swaminathan. What he says? Sir, the whole of last night I was delirious. The drill master was stunned by this piece of news. You were delirious? Children, delirious means it's a fever, or you can say when you are unable to concentrate. It's a kind of, illness. Delirious means when you are confused, you are not able to focus, you are having some weakness. Actually, this is a story. It's not fact. So teacher also was doubtful. He said, "You were delirious." It means that teacher did not believe him. But see, Swaminathan is a good, master in telling lies. He don't take wrong, my dear friends, because he's doing it just for the match. You please don't do it with your teachers. Do not tell lie with them, because I tell you that always, if you tell truth, it will help you, because your lie will be once found out and you will get punishment for it, isn't it? If you tell truth and face the problem, it is always good, isn't it? Let us see what happens. I didn't sleep a wink last night. Didn't sleep a wink means I did not sleep for a minute last night. Winking means opening and closing your eyes, isn't it? I was delirious. Our doctor said so. He has asked me not to attend a drill for a week to come. Week to come means for 1 week I should not attend the drill. And who told this? My doctor told. Do you think Swaminathan went to the doctor? No, my dear friends, he has not gone to the doctor, but he's just making a false story. He's telling a false story that his doctor told him to take 1 week complete rest, and because of that, he will not be able to attend the drill. What was the reaction of the teacher? I don't believe a word. Get out. His teacher said, I don't believe you, but get lost from here. Teacher gave him the permission, but he did not believe him. So what was the reaction of Swaminathan? Do you think Swaminathan was happy? This is the teacher you can see, my dear friends, in the picture. It's a typical teacher and a typical student in 1930. Today's teachers are formally dressed. Students are also having a formal uniform with tie, shoes. This is an old story where students and teachers were wearing dhoti. Pants were not their full pants. Next part. Everybody at the field was happy to see him so early. Rajam jumped with joy. Why Rajam jumped with joy? Because Rajam wanted Swami to practice after evening. During the evenings. And Rajam was very happy. He jumped with joy. Even everybody was happy. Everybody in the sense, those who were the players of MCC team. Am I right, friends? The next morning he formed a plan to be free all the evenings of the week. One day he got leave, but teacher will not give tomorrow. So what can he do? Because he wanted to practice for 1 week. It was 7:30 in the morning and he had still 2.5 hours before him for the school. It means that the school was, getting maybe at 10 o'clock, isn't it? 2.5 hours there in his hand, it is 7:30. So what was the plan in his head? He got an idea. He's going to the doctor for getting a medical certificate. Let us see if the doctor gives medical certificate. Do you think the doctor will give him medical certificate? A wrong medical certificate, because it will be risky for the doctor even. Swaminathan quietly slipped out of the house. Slipped out means he escaped from the house without telling his parents. He stood before a shop in front of which hung the board Dr. T. Keshavan. What was the board written there? The name of the doctor is T. Kesavan LM and S. Sri Krishna Dispensary. Maybe two doctors are there. Children dispensary means, you know, that hospital or small clinic. Early morning at 7:30, he stood before a shop in front of which hung the board. What was the board there? Doctor's board. And probably the doctor knows Swaminathan, and even the Swaminathan knows the doctor. Maybe family doctor, you can say. Maybe Swaminathan has gone with his parents to the doctor. Swaminathan found that the doctor was alone and free and entered the shop. It was good for Swaminathan now. Doctor is alone, no patients are there, so that he can tell him what the problem is, and he will probably get help from the doctor. He is full of hopes. He thought that the doctor would help him. Certainly. My dear friends, will stop here actually. Let me again focus on the points which we discussed. Which are the two teams? You better write the answers of these questions in your notebook. I am repeating the question. Name the two teams who are going to play the match. Or just take the question, name the two teams mentioned in the extract. You don't write the question, you write the answer. Second question, who are the best players of MCC team? I repeat the question, who are the best players of MCC team? Third question, what excuse did Swami give to the drill teacher for not attending the drill? What excuse did Swami give to the drill teacher for not attending the drill class? How much time was left for the match? Next question, how much time was left for the match? Next question, what was contrary to the custom? What was contrary to the custom? I hope I have given 4 to 5 questions. You attempt answers in your notebook. Also write the new words, make sentences using them, and after the completion of the complete story, you attempt the question answers from your textbook in your notebook. Okay. Uh, I hope you got the idea about Swami and his passion for cricket. And I say good day and I take your leave. Thank you.